Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you some Digimon content. Well, besides our normal content, I have been doing 1.5 videos for the last few days now, and today's video is around the amazing purple deck that you can see. We got 5 of them for you guys to try out, sample maybe if you got the cards. If you don't, what do you got to lose? Really, at the end of the day, there's a lot of powerful cards in purple. Sadly, purple got everything in 1.0. It only got stuff to accelerate, like Black Gatomon, Lady Devimon are really the only things that they kind of got, besides maybe a level 4 1 cost evolve. But outside of that, you don't really get much in the inherited besides a Mimi maybe. Also doing some new stuff. But the fact of the matter is, the deck doesn't really overly compete, sadly. Purple struggles a little bit until they get the Metal Garurumon card that has Digiburst, and it's a promo, and that kind of pushes Purple ahead of every other deck for a good while, because of the fact is Purple now has a way of playing like a free Trump sword from the drop zone and stuff like that. But again, we do have to wait for that card. So guys, without further ado, let's dive right into purple. I got 5 really solid deck choices that you guys can try out. Purple's not that expensive of a deck unless you are really trying to buy high rarity for it. But guys, let's show it off. So first off, let's talk about this one. This is a Myotismon Lilithmon build, where it's focusing around the fact of the matter is we use Lady Devilmon's inheritatives, Lilithmon bringing back our option cards for pretty much nothing, and then for just digivolving into her. And then Mimi can rest to gain us memory back if our opponent is trying to choke us for it or anything like that. So we kind of punish. The deck is quite expensive, but let's go over the interior. So Pagamon is when attacking, trash the top card of your deck. Not bad. Then we have VenomMyotismon is trigger, draw a card, then trash 1 card in your hand. So again, what on deletion though. So when it dies, you try to draw a card. Not a bad thing. Then we have Impmon to accelerate our mill, so we can trigger Lilithmon and Myotismon a little bit easier. Then we have Gabumon, so trigger, draw 2, then trash 1 card from your hand. So again, we already know purple since set point 1. Terpiramon, Vilemon's in here because blockers are needed. Then we have Garurumon, so when one of your other Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. We run him just because of the fact is when one of your other Digimon is deleted, that gain 1 memory can add up sometimes. Retaliation is in here because Devimon is annoying, especially when your opponent has an Omnimon. You just play the Devimon, swing in from the back, wham into it, boom, it's gone. You traded Devi for Omnimon, 1 for 1, let's go. Then we play Black Gatomon because when security Digimon come into play, it's very useful because, again, we play this weird ratio sometimes where we don't gain a good amount of champion level Digimon to really evolve into stuff. So if we can get a free card coming out, sometimes just helps what we need. So again, when it reveals in security, just call it out. It's pretty good. Then we have Chimeramon because deleting one of your opponent's level 5 or lowers is just ridiculous. It annoys even me when I see it come down. So guys, purple definitely wants to run Chimeramon. And now here is everyone's dark favorite girl. It is the fallen version of Angelwomon, but we do have Lady Devimon. So when Digivolving trigger, draw 2. Trash 2 cards from your hand. So accelerating the mill and selective, but drawing 2 when Digivolved into this card really does help. And then your turn. Once per turn, when using an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. So again, you can kill a rookie or anything else that they're trying to do. So this helps against Rookie Rush. Then we have Myotismon in here. So while you have 10 or more cards in your trash and your Impmon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost 4, ignoring this Digievolution's requirement. Really good. I mean, it's pretty good because, again, it makes it so that you can do what the anime had, but when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So really powerful just to pop a level 4, which is usually just Biomon and stuff like that. And that is how that goes. Then we have Lilithmon. So when digivolving, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you may return up to 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand once per turn. When you use an option card, gain 2 memory. So again, let's say we use Night Raid, we can use it with her skill, pretty much paying for nothing for it. But then we also run Myotismon. So Myotismon is very interesting because the fact is this new card really brings in something that purple doesn't really need, but it's really good to have. So when digivolving, trash 1 card from the top of both players' security stacks. So basically, sometimes you might want to just get in for that damage, but you can't seem to always get in there, and they always have a blocker on board, and you just need to get in that 1 attack, but they had enough blockers to block everything, and you needed 2 attacks in. Well, digivolve into Myotismon, take out everything, and then play 1 purple or yellow Digimon with a level 4 or less from your trash, and without paying its memory cost. I gotta say, very powerful skill, because being able to remove a security card without activating it, sometimes you might hit that Omnimon or the Gaia Force that you really don't want to see, and sometimes nabbing it out or the flower cannons are just really good, and Myotismon just helps accelerate that benefit. So next we are going to talk about a Myotismon build. So this build is very interesting in itself, because this is VenomMyotismon. VenomMyotismon, as you know, was Season 2's major protagonist. And again, people really, geez, let's just have Myotismon come back for the 9th time. What other ideas do we have, sir? Myotismon come back? Oh, sure, let's make it a thing. Season 2's regretful moments. But again, we do play VenomMyotismon and Palgumon. So again, very powerful stuff. Itmon's in here because milling is still factual with us. Then we have Gabumon for the draw, Tapirmon, Tapirmon, Biomon, Devimon. Myotismon is our 1-cost evolution Digimon for 5 DP. Very good just to get us a quick evolve. Then we have Chimeramon in here for deleting. Now we're going into the newer cards. So when it's hacking, you may pay 3 memories to play 1 Myotismon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then delete this Digimon. So when attacking, you can give up the attack and pretty much call out Myotismon and make your opponent now have to deal with Myotismon. Not many people can deal with a 12 Mega Evolution that just came in for 3. So again, that's why we're going to take advantage of it. And then Mummymon does the same exact thing. But, we all kind of get this nice little effect for our ultimates. Then we do run Lady Devimon because she is just so good. I just can't express it. Then we have Piedmon just to bring our blockers back, and our Devimons or anything else like that. Then we have Myotismon. So this is like our new winning image of the deck. So piercing, fine, but all turns. When another Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. So again, because Myotismon will see the deletion, so you only really paid 2 to play Myotismon for really nothing on the dollar, which is really good. Just 2 memory, play something, especially with our mats. Then we do have Millenniumon. So when digivolving, return 1 of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of their deck. Trash all Digi-Evolutions. On deletion, if this card had Digi-Evolution cards, you may play this card from your trash without paying its memory cost, which is really good because Millenniumon is just sometimes, oh my goodness, can just really win you a game without even trying, because you just board wipe them and, remove a big threat like an Omnimon or anything like that, and you just keep swinging. Now we have Back for Revenge. So main effect, 1 of your Digimon gains deletion. On deletion, this card can play this card without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects of that Digimon is negated. So basically what you could do as a combo is we have Matt Ishida. We will get in Kurimon or Mummymon. get them on the field, activate Back for Revenge, targeting one of them, and then swing, retire them. Myotismon comes in, and a free Mumsymon comes in. Really good because also there is really good skills that we can just do with it later. Again, we can also do it with a Millenniumon that might just die. Being able to recall our stuff just really helps a lot. And then we have Necrophilibi. Play one level 5 Digimon from your trash without paying its memory costs. Any on plays are negated. So you can grab Lady Devimon, Mumsymon, and then just Digivolve into him. That's an option. Again, he is very high cost, but again, it's just worth it. So if you have two, and then we play the mat. So if you have 2 or less memories, set your memory to 3. Return 1 purple card or purple option card from your trash to hand. Really good just to be able to do that. And again, this deck is going to be probably affordable in all sense of the word, because again, I don't see anything passing expensive. This is it's a double R. This deck is probably going to be your budgetest purple deck you're going to be able to make. So again, take a long look into it. Next, we do have another purple deck. Pogomon, Demi-Morenamon, Impmon's in here, Gomamon, Tapirmon, and then we have Gazimon. So when your opponent, if you're facing a lot of blue, you can optionally play this card in as another option tech, so your opponent can't gain memory without tamer effects. So again, and then we play 2 Shamanmon, just for 4K beat stick. Then we have Vilemon for blocker, because again, he's our only blocker. Devimon, and then Chimeramon is in here because again, retiring. Then we do play Lady Devimon, so for the drawing and deleting our opponent's Digimon. Then we have Piedmon, and then we have Lilithmon. So again, we're using Lilithmon's effect to grab Night Raids and Trump Swords. And then we have Myotismon just to kind of turbo and mill our opponent. So we're kind of just trying to make it so our opponent has to answer us faster. We're just ticking a little bit faster. Trump Sword in here because Trump Sword is just nasty. Night Raid is just nasty. Then you have Matt Ishida. And then we have Mimi because Mimi, when a player uses an option, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. So again, possibly just gaining 3 memory off of just 1 Night Raid is just fantastic. Next we have 4 Pagumon, 4 Devimon, Impmons, Tapirmon, and then Tsumimon. This is for gaining memory. Vilemon's in here. Devi-Muramon because of 1 cost evolution. Where Garudamon's in here because you may delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. So what we're going to try to do is kind of rush our opponent and just keep doing things. So we're taking advantage of where Garurumon is our main evolution in the ultimate. And then we have Skullmaramon. And then we have VenomMyotismon. So when one of your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, gain a memory. So we're trying to put our opponent at a clock where they have to give us memory, which is really nice. But we can also restand them for the security swing, where Garurumon with VenomMyotismon just to keep constantly applying pressure, because they'll either have to block it or literally take the hit. Then we have Metal Garurumon in here just to call board state to go wide. Which is really nice because then we just keep calling rookies and stuff like that, and just our opponent just has to answer it. And then we do run Myotismon because Myotismon, I really do like her. I like being able to take our opponent's security stack and just say, nah, brah, this ain't yours to play with. This is mine. So, and just make it so that I can get around Gaia Forces and stuff like that. It's just really nice. Or Trump Swords, or Kitus Breaths, or Hammer Sparks. Anything that is trying to hide in that security, it's going out there without any issues. Trump Sword is in here. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Then we have Matt Ishida, because Matt Ishida is still fantastic. Next, we do have our final purple list, which is another VenomMyotismon with Lilithmon, with Millenniumon kind of turboing into it. Again, we're trying to just play this kind of style of a deck that we kind of punish our opponent for doing things. So Devimon, Gomamon, Gazimon is in here if you're facing a lot of blue. Shamanmon is in here because A 4K beater is sometimes just enough to get through a lot of security. Guilemon's in here, Devimon's in here, Myotismon, Chimeramon. We already talked about Lady Devimon several times, but again, I still love her. We got VenomMyotismon in here to combo in and just keep our opponent ticking. Even if you have to hard play him, he's just really good to be on him and just keep going at him. Next, you do have Lilithmon to call your options back. And then we have 3 Millenniumon in here just to turbo into him a little bit, just because he is a relatively easy turbo. And then we have Heat Viper. You may delete one of your Digimon to delete up to 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lowers. Then you have Trump Sword, which is really good because, again, it's like a mini Gaia Force for 1 less. Then you have Matt Ishida, and then we do have Mimi so that we can gain a memory. And if we have 2 Mimis out, we can gain 2 memory for just a Trump Sword, and a Trump Sword becomes almost like a 5 cost, which is really nice. And then when your opponent does things, you can just try to push it slowly over. Again, we're trying to take over VenomMyotismon with Mimi just to push along and do really fantastic stuff. I know purple really doesn't seem like there's a lot you can do with it. It's kind of like this weird limbo at the moment where it kind of wants to do more, but can't, and doesn't really gain the emphasis of what it needs until probably set 4 when we get the promo Metal Garudamon. And even then, it's not till set 5 we kind of see more diversity in purple where it's just crazy good. So guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.